Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Sumukhascha Ekadantascha Kapilo Gajakarnakaha Lambodharascha Vikato Vignarajo Vinayakaha Dhumaketur Ganadhyakshaha Palachandro Gajananaha Vakratundaha Surpakarno Herambaha Skandapurvajaha Suklam Bharadaram Vishnum Sasivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopasantaye Yasya Dvirada Vaktradhya Parishadhya Parasatam Vignam Nignanti Satatam Vishvaksenam Tamastraye Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheswaraha Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Satchidananda Rupaya Krishnaya Aklishtakarine Namo Vedanta Vedhyaya Gurave Buddhi Sakshine Krishnadvaipaya Namjasam Sarvabhuta Hiteratam Vedabjabhaskaram Bande Samadhi Nilayam Munim Sahasramurte Purushottamasya Sahasra Netranana Padabaho Sahasranam Nam Savanam Prachastam Nirachyate Janma Jaradi Shantyai. Now with Bhagavan's grace, we will continue from where we left off last time. We came up to Slokam number, we finished 105, I believe. Yeah, that's right. Yajnabhrat Yajnakrat Yajni Yajnabhuk Yajna Sadhanaha Yajnandakrat Yajnabhukyam Annam Annada Evacha. Up to that point we came. We'll take up the 106 and 107 today with Bhagavan's grace. Atmayonit Swayam Jato Vaikana Samagayanaha Devaki Nandana Srashta Kshiti Sapapanasanaha Atmayonihi Swayam Jataha Vaikanaha Samagayanaha Devaki Nandanaha Srashta Kshiti Saha Papanasanaha Atmayonihi. Now, simple, very, what Acharya says, whenever you come across the word yoni, immediately think that is the root cause. Like, very simple way to relate to this in our life is to compare to a seed and a plant. When you put a seed, a plant comes out. Now, the seed is like our life force, to put it in a simple manner. But what causes for the seed to grow into a plant? What is there inside the seed? When you break it open, it's actually nothing inside. So what is it? So that fundamental support, fundamental driving force, that is yonihi, from which everything has come. That is adharam, that is the Shakti, energy, the Mahatattvam, whatever we want to say, from that everything has sprung up. So it is more than the life force. Don't think Bhagavan is just a life force. Life force is only pranan. And pranan, as Rudram says, is actually a knot. So it is Rudram, one of the prayers in Rudram is that please release me from the knot of this life force. That does not mean just to give up the body. What it means is that go to a state where there is really no life force. The basic support for everything is Bhagavan. That prema, that is yonihi, atma yonihi. Okay? Always remember that. And atma, in this case, atma yonihi, himself, Bhagavan himself is the what they call upadana karanam. Okay? There is a nimitta karanam. There is a upadana karanam. Upadana karanam is what we call as intelligence, the knowledge, right? For everything in this jagat, in this prapancham. Swayam jataha. Now, like if he is the karana, upadana karana, the knowledge, the supporting force, The moment the Jagat is created, the moment the creation takes place, Swayam Jataha, from himself, Bhagavan from itself it comes out as that is what they call as a Nimitta Karanam. Now, very important to understand this Upadana Karanam and Nimitta Karanam. So what is happening in my life? Well, think for a second, pull back from all the other forces and agitations and all that. What exactly is happening? What is happening within me? Don't even worry about who am I. What is it? Just on an intellectual basis, if you think, there is something that beyond my ability to understand that is making all this happen, right? That is the Atma Yodihi. Now that has sprung up from itself, taken up different forms and shapes and all that, emotions, thoughts, whatever we may call it. And that is a Nimitta Karanam. From itself it has come out. And Nimitta Karanam means as an instrument. Okay? As an instrument, it is operating. My body, my mind, all my faculties, the whole world, you, me, everything in this world are all instruments only, tools only in Bhagavan's Leela. And the tool, as we have been discussing several times, the only reason for the job of the tool is to give prema and give prema and give prema. The moment I share the prema, automatically I will receive also prema. So this is the Leela that is going on. So to make that happen, various instruments, tools, forms and shapes have been created from itself. Bhagavan has created. That is Swayam Jataha. Atma Yonihi Swayam Jataha. So Vaikanaha. Vaikanaha is refers to the Varaha avatar. To kill, destroy Hiranyaksha, Bhagavan took the avatar, manifested himself in the Varaha Sarupam. And during the Pralayam, when the earth got submerged, Bhagavan dived into the ocean as Varaha Murti and to bring the Bhudevi back and keep it on the surface of the water. Surface of the water means again floating in space, right? Please remember that. Don't think in terms of only ocean and water and all that. The whole universe is an ocean, okay? And that whole universe is really nothing but Akshira Sagaram, if you want to call it that way, where Bhagavan, the whole Jagat, Bhagavan is lying down on the bed of Adisesha, the whole universe. And the whole universe is nothing but my mind. Please, again, remember that, how to relate it to it personally. So, Varahamurti, who Bhagavan took the avataram as Varahamurti to kill Hiranyaksha, that is Vaikanaha. And it's a very, very pavitram, very extremely sacred and something that gives you goosebumps, this particular avatar. We must always focus on this and think more and more and reflect on the beauty of this avatar. Okay. Now, Sama Gayanaha, one who recites a Samaganam, which is how the Vedas came about. The very first Vedam was Samaganam. All our musical systems, everything has come only from that. So Samaganam, Bhagavan, one who's reciting Samaganam. Now, what does this mean? The Omkaram is there, Pranava Swarupam is an eternal song, eternal Bhagavad Gita. Okay? And that is for manifesting as the whole universe, as whole Prapancham. And this Omkaram is nothing but Samagan. From there, the Samavedam came. Okay? And then the other Vedangal and all that. Bhagavan, one who is always reciting the Samagayana, Samaganam. Devaki Nandana, very important. As Bhishma is narrating this Sahasranamam in reply to Yudhishthira's 6 questions, if you recall, and now he's coming to an end of his recitation because there is no end to this. There is no end to Bhagavan's names. So, and he said, I will tell you a few of those. He didn't, in the beginning, he says, all the Maharishis have come, and whatever names that they've gone, they've given. Out of that, some of them I will share with you, okay? He says, Yani namani gaunani vikhyatani mahatmanaha rishimhi parigitani tani vakshyami bhutaye. That's what he says. And so as he's coming to an end, picture again, remember the scene. Bhagavan, Sri Krishna is right there in front of him, and he is seated very close to him, while all the other Pandavas, Panchapandavas and Draupadi, they were all standing around in utter reverence and worship with their hands folded, and mind and heart had fully attended to what Bhishma is saying, and listening in and taking in, imbibing everything that he says with so much attention, so much humility. Krishna Bhagavan is there. All this time, Bhishmacharya is reciting, is doing stuti to that Bhagavan who is now present in front of him as Krishna. Now he says that explicitly. Devaki Nandanaha. All this Parama Purushan, all this infinite names that he has been saying in Stuti. This is not something that we just hear and go away. These are real relating to Bhagavan, starting from all the way from Vishwam Vishnu Vashatkaro. Everything is relating to Bhagavan, this Parabrahman, this invisible one that's also the Jagat Karanam and Jagat Purusha. And he goes through in so many ways. Atmayonihi, finally he says, Vayam Jataha, he says. And then he says, this Parabrahman is now present here as Devaki Nandana. He's right there in front of me, he says. So beautiful it is. Devaki Nandana. Srashtha. He is the one who creates the whole Prapancham. He says, he is the one who creates the whole Prapancham. And Kshiti Saha. Not only does he create, Kshiti Saha. He is the Lord and master of this whole world. He's created, he's also the master. He's right here, Devaki Nandanaha. So beautiful it is. And then Papa Nasanaha. He is the one who, when you worship him, when you meditate on him, when you think of him with love, even for a fleeting moment, when you recite his name, he destroys all the sins, all the papangal. And what is it? Really, the Bhagavan's Nama has got that much force? By Bhagavan Darshanam has got that much force? Of course it does. But the Darshanam, Papanasanam, it says, here he says, Papanasanaha, just by, as Sankara Bhagavad describes, just by worshipping him, just by thinking of him for a second, or even for a kshanam, with love, with prema, and uttering his name, reciting his name, all these are medicines that completely remove the illnesses of all the sacks and sacks of papangal that we are carrying in our life. So this is so important because there is no end to the papangal that we accumulate. Remember, what is a papam is any thought, word or action done without thinking of Bhagavan, without offering it to Bhagavan, without dedicating to Bhagavan, without keeping the company of Bhagavan. Simple. The moment I do everything in Bhagavan's company, thinking of him, offering to him, worshipping him, dedicating to him, there's no papam. But I don't do that. Therefore, continuously I'm accumulating sacks and bags full of the loads of papangal that I'm accumulating are innumerable. So how do I get out of this? Just say Bhagavan's Nama. One Nama is enough with love. Immediately all the papangal I've accumulated up to that point in all my births, not only in this birth, they're all completely obliterated, removed, eliminated. You start with a clean slate. Again, this is the beauty and the power of Bhagavan's Nama, Bhagavan's Darshanam. And I'm hearing about Bhagavan, then I think of him. The moment I think of him, all the sins accumulated in the past are all gone. Papa Nashana. What other remedy in medicine do we really need? Think about it very carefully. Such a powerful, simple remedy that has been given to us. Papa Nashana. Shankha Brit. That you know the word, meaning Shankam. Shankam means two things. One is the Panchajanyam, the Shankam, the conch that Bhagavan is carrying. Now at this point, very beautifully, the moment Bhishmacharya says Devaki Nandanaha, he says that all this Parabrahman is worshipping in the answer to Yudhishthira's the 6 questions. Kimekam Daivatam Loke, Kim Vapekam Parayanam. When he begins like that, and he says, no, what you have to do, Jagat Prabhum Devadevam Anantam Purushottamam. So repeat his name, I'll tell you, that to remove all your fears, all your worries, live them carefully. Okay? Like that he begins. Describes without, it flows like a flood of devotion and love. And now he says that Parabrahman is Devaki Nandana, Krishna, who is here. At that point, Bhagavan appears to him as Sriman Narayana, Shankabrit, carrying the conch, carrying the chakram. Very beautifully it is describing it, Shankabrit. Not the way we describe, with a picture of Bhagavan and say he is carrying Shankam. No. Here, Bhagavan Sriman Narayana appears to him, because Devaki Nandana Krishna, he sees him as Shankachakra Gadabani, okay, Pitambaradhari. He sees it. That is the darshan Bhagavan gives to him before he takes him and merges him into himself. Sankabhrit, one who is carrying, and Shankam also means most worshipful. A worship like a temple it is. Shankam also means temple. So here, Shankabhrit, carrying the Panchajanyam. Because Panchajanyam, the Shankam got the name Panchajanyam only in Krishna Avatar. Always remember that. Then you know the story, Santipani, how Balarama and Krishna goes to pay Dakshina to their teacher Santipani. Santipani has lost his son. And so always sad. So after finishing their education as Dakshina, they go voluntarily. They say, Swami, what can we do for you? And he says, no, the opportunity, the blessing to teach you guys, to play the role of a teacher to both of you, that itself is the greatest blessing. What else do I need? But they insist, in order to teach you and me, any teacher that you learn from, you must offer Dakshina. That's a very important lesson. It must come from gratitude. And the sense of gratitude is most important. Lack of gratitude is one of the greatest papangal sins that we can commit. Okay? One of the highest sins. Always remember that. So to teach us, Krishna and Balarama offers Dakshina. And the Dakshina is to retrieve the son who was drowned basically in the ocean. So they dive into the ocean, and there they found this Rakshasa, and who was swallowed. That means the Sandipani's son. So they break open his stomach, and there they find this Shankam, this conch. That conch Bhagavan takes and goes to the Yamadharma Raja, the Lokam of Yamalokam, and right in the outside the palace he blows that Shankam, Panchajanyam. Yaman comes running out in utter fear. And then the story continues. So that Panchajanyam Bhagavan Krishna is carrying in his hand, Shankabhrit. Nandaki, The Nandaki means it's a gadkam, it's a sword. Now, what is a sword? What does a sword do? Sword cuts. What does it cut? It cuts asunder ignorance. Bhagavan is carrying that Bhagavan here is Shankar Chakra Gadabani carrying this the Nandaki also, which is the Pancha Ayudangal, we say, when we describe Srimad Narayana. So one of the Ayudangal is the sword called Nandaki. And the darshanam, now you can picture the darshanam that Bhagavan is giving to Bhishmacharya, right? How beautiful it is. The Chakri carrying the Sudarshana Chakram in his hand. Kala Chakram, Samsara Chakram, everything goes in a wheel. What simple thing, what I do, I have to, what you sow, you reap it. We all know the phraseology in English. My action always comes up with a reaction. That cycle goes on ad infinitum. Same way, the Kala Chakram goes on. Birth, death keeps on going. Samsara Sagaram, the whirlpool that we are caught in, it keeps on going round and round and round and round and round. Okay? Now, at the same time, the Chakram also means Sudarshana Chakram. Sudarshana Chakram. All this going around and round and round, but for me to escape the centripetal force that takes me out of the orbit, so to speak, is the Sudarshanam. That is the vision of love, vision of prema, vision of selflessness. The conduct of selflessness relieves me from the Chakram. And that is the Chakram and the Nandaki, the sword. Chakram is the one I'm caught in. But it also teaching me Sudarshanam, develop the vision of prema, develop the attitude of selflessness and sacrifice. And that is the Nandaki. The moment I develop that cuts the Samsara Sagaram, Kala Chakram, everything is cut. Okay? So that Nandaki Chakri, Saranga Dhanva, Sargam. It is not Sarangam. Please, Sarangam means something else. Sarangam. Okay? Sarga Dhanva. Dhanva means one who is carrying it, bearing it. Sarangam. Sarangam is Sankara Bhagavad Padal beautifully describes to us how we can relate to each one of us. We are all carrying Shankam, Chakram, and Nandaki. All these things we are also carrying. We just don't realize it. Okay? So they are all part and parcel of us. Sargam is the various indriyangal that we have. If you take the Jnana Indriyangal, the senses of perception, the 5 senses of perception that we have. Why do we have it? Because through that we are able to touch the Jagat, the Prapancham. The external world is touched by the 5 senses of perception that we have. The touch, the smell, the hearing, the taste, etc., the vision, form, etc., right? Now, but what causes these 5 senses of perception to relate to the world? That is my ahamkaram. Okay? And that ahamkaram has got 3 aspects. This is the sattvic aspect of ahamkaram that gives rise to my senses of perception that perceives the world, the external world. Now, Sargam is a bow that Bhagavan carries. We all know that. Kodandam in Rama Avtaram it is called. For Srimad Narayana, the name is given as Sargam. But what is the significance of the bow that Bhagavan is carrying? And bow means something, along with that an arrow goes and then goes out externally, isn't it? So Sargam is the shape of a bow. Bhagavan is manifesting the Satvika Ahamkaram that is showing up as the 5 senses of perception. Sarga Dhanva. I am carrying these 5 senses of perception, which are really the bow that Bhagavan is carrying, Sarangam, and with that, I'm shooting arrows out all in the external world and getting caught in it. Okay? So that is part of the Leela that goes on. Sarnadanva. Gada Dharaha. Now, if that is the case, if Sankara Bhagavad Pada continues very beautifully, if I'm endowed with this Sargam, which is my five senses of perception, through the bow through which I'm throwing out arrows of vision, arrows of hearing, arrows of seeing and tasting and smelling and touching and all that, right? Then, but I got to go inwards because the external world is not where the bliss is, right? For that, Gada Dharaha, the Gadam is the mace that Bhagavan carries. And that name that we have given, that is Gau Motaki. Gau Motaki is the name that we give to Bhagavan's mace, Gadam. Why is it? What does that signify? That also I'm carrying. And that is nothing but the Buddhi that is present in me, in the Sarupam, in the form of Buddhi, which is Bhagavan Gau Motakam, which is the Gadai. And that, what does that Gadai do? That destroys, isn't it? So that pulls me back inward to where the Atmayoni is. So this Gada Dharaha. So I've come to number 107 also. Okay, Shankabrin Nandaki Chakri Sharmadhanva Gada Dharaha. Rathangapanihi, very important, Akshobhyaha Sarva Prakarana Yudaha. Now, this Devaki Nandanaha is the one now Bhagavan, Bhishmacharya is saying the same. Bhagavan is present here, and what does he have? He has got all these. He's Atmayunihi, Gadadharaha, etc., etc. And then to affirm that it is indeed the same Paramapurusha, Paramatma, who's now manifested as Krishna Bhagavan, sitting here right in front of me, and he related to it so personally, so beautifully. Rathanka Panihi. Ratha Anga Panihi. Ratham. Ratham means chakram. One meaning is chariot. Ratham also means the wheel of the chariot. It means a wheel. What happened? Ratha Anga Panihi. In his hand, he is carrying this wheel of the chariot. That is a beautiful scene that happened number of days ago. 52, probably almost 42 days before Sahasranamam was 52 days before Sahasranamam was revealed. Okay, so 52 days before this, that was the 10th day of the Mahabharata war, and Arjuna is fighting. When Bhishmacharya is now leading the Kaurava army, and he is indefatigable. And Duryodhana has come and further expressed his anger and dissatisfaction, and he says he abused Bhishmacharya, saying you have been partial to Arjuna, you are not exhibiting your full strength, etc., etc., etc. So Bhishma says, gives a promise. Okay, now watch today. So the fight is going on in a tremendous, atrocious manner, a terrible manner. And Arjuna is being defensive, not being aggressive, and not fighting to his fullest. Krishna Bhagavan plays a beautiful Leela. He feigns anger. He says, Arjuna, you're useless. You're out of reverence and respect. You're not exhibiting your full strength. I will go and kill him now. So he jumps out. He jumps down from the chariot, grabs the wheel of the chariot as his Sudarshana Chakra, and he runs towards Bhishmacharya. So picture the scene, such a beautiful scene it is. Amazing. And here is Krishna Bhagavan with Pitambaram and dust all over, and with his Angavastram blowing in the air, and carrying this wheel of the chariot in his hand, and rushing towards Bhishma. Now, he has given a promise to Duryodhana, saying, I will not fight in this battle, right? I will only be on the side. And now Arjuna is flabbergasted, he's shocked. He says, no, Krishna, don't break your promise. So then he jumps down and chases Krishna. Krishna is rushing towards Bhishma. At that time, a beautiful scene. Bhishma puts down his bow and does namaskaram. Oh, Krishna. He says, Arya Purusha is the word that he addresses him. Arya Purusha, the embodiment of Dharma, is the way he addresses Krishna. He says, come on, you have come to take me, please come. That's all he says. That scene he recalls here. Ratha Anga Panihi, Rathanga Panihi. Akshobhyaha. Akshobhyaha. Akshobhyaha means the master, the ruler, one keeps everything under his control. And he controls it through what? Through this chakri, the Sudarshana Chakram. Because of that chakra ayudam. Ayudam means, we think, weapon means to destroy. Yes, it does destroy. But it destroys also, destruction also is benevolent. Right? We all know that. And destruction does not mean something it is necessarily bad all the time. Depends upon what you destroy. If you destroy your enemies like Kamam, Krodham, Moham, Madam, Lobham, Matsaryam and all that, then that destruction is actually a benevolent destruction. And that destruction is what the Sudarshana Chakram does. Be the vision of love. And he is carrying that, Akshobhyaha. And because of that one, as Bhagavan repeatedly says in Avataram, as Swami says beautifully, I am not carrying any weapons. The only thing I have is really prema. And that prema is nothing but Chakram, the Sudarshana Chakram, the vision of love. Right? With that, everything can be destroyed. Nothing can match it or come equal to it. That is Akshobhyaha. That is what that Nama means. Sarva Praharana Ayudaha. Sarva Praharana Yudaha. Now, not only these, one can say, does he carry only Shankam and Chakram and Gadai and Nandaki and Gaumaidakam and all that? No. All types of weapons that he has got. And in Narasimha Avataram, he used a nail. And in Rama Avataram, we see how he uses a blade of grass as an item, right? So, the prema takes place in any shape and any form in order to destroy the evil tendencies and promote the good tendencies. Sarva Praharana Yudaha. He's a Sarvesvara. This is what the Shruti is. The Vedam says, Sarvesvara. Sarva Praharana Yudaha. For him, anything, even a particle of dust can become a weapon. Weapon, again, remember, weapon simply means to destroy enemies. And again, remember, enemies are nothing but Kamam, Krodham, Moham, Madham, Lobham, Matsaryam. Those are the only 6 enemies we all have. Out of the 6 enemies, 4 have come from the remaining 2. The Kamam and Krodham are the cause for the remaining 4. Moham, Lobham, Madham, Matsaryam. Out of the 2, Kamam and Krodham, the 2 basic fundamental enemies, the basic fundamental, the Astivaram, so to speak, is Kamam. Okay? So, Bhagavan takes many forms and shapes, and everything used as a weapon to destroy this attack is Kamam, the desire, the acquisitive desire each one of us has, and to turn that into a sacrificial desire and finally end up being selfless. Sarva Praharana Yudaha. He is protecting us this way. This Devaki Nandana. Now, the Sahasranamam ends here. Sri Sarva Praharana Yudha Om Namayeti. Very important. Sri Sarva Praharana Yudha Om Namayeti. Now, Sankara Bhagavad Pada says, Sarva Praharana Yudaha. We must say that twice, he says. Sarva Praharana Yudaha Om Namaha. That's how we should end this Sahasranamam. It ends right here. After this, Bhishmacharya becomes silent. He doesn't speak any word. He doesn't think any thought, and focuses all his indriyangal, the vision, the ears, everything, and the mind also in the form of Bhagavan, Sri Narayana, Sriman Narayana, who's the Devakinandana sitting in front of him, gives him the vision, the darshan of himself, focuses on him with mind, buddhi, ahamkaram, everything focused on him, and then he merges in him. And that was the beginning of the Uttarayana, Shankaranti, Makara Shankaranti. Okay? That is when all these things happened about 5,200 years ago in a place very close to Kurukshetra, which is about maybe 3 hours drive or so north of Delhi in the state of Haryana. And with Bhagavan's grace, with his blessing, I urge you all to go there. And the place is not commercially developed, but still there is a beautiful tree, a very huge tree there. Sit under that, recite Sahasranamam, and you do lots of benefit to you. So the last 2 slokams that we covered today. Atma Yonis Swayam Jato Vaikana Samagayana Devaki Nandana Srestha Kshiti Papanashana Shanka Brannanda Kichakri Saranga Dhanva Gadadhara Sathangapani Rakshobhya Sarva Prakarana Yudaha. Now, Sri Sarva Prakarana Yuda Om Namayeti. I'm looking for, there it is. I'm looking for one more thing to share with you. Now, the Sahasranamam per se begins with Sri Vishnu Vacha Jagat Prabhum Devadevam. I think I discussed this with you before. And then the Namangal begins with Vishwam Vishnu Vashatkaro Bhuta Bhavya Bhavat Prabhu, and ends here Prathankapani Rakshobhya Sarva Prakarana Yudaha. It ends there. So this is given in Iti Sri Mahabharate Sata Sahasrikayam Samhitayam Vaiyasikyam Anusasanika Parvatantar Gata Anusasanika Parvantar Gata Dhana Dharma Parvani Bhishma Yudhishthira Sambhade Sri Vishnu Divya Sahasranama Stotram Sampurnam Iti Srimad Mahabharate Sata Sahasrikayam Samhitayam Vaiyasikyam Anusasanika Parvantar Gata Dhana Dharma Parvani Bhishma Yudhishthira Sambhade Sri Vishnu Divya Sahasranama Stotram Sampurnam Iti. Thus, Sri Mahabharate, in the Mahabharatam, Sata Sahasrikayam, that has got 100,000 verses. Samhitayam, it's a Samhitai. Samhitai, that means the extremely beneficial poem. Okay, that means Treyas. Samhitai. Vaiyasikyam, composed by Vyasa. Anusasanika Parvantar Gata. Anusasanika. There is different parvangal. We don't call it chapters, different sections, if you want to call it. Okay, Anusasanika Parvam. And that in that Parvam, Antar, in the end of that Parvam, Dhana Dharma Parvani, in the describing the merits of Dhanam and Dharmam, in that section, Bhishma Yudhishthira Samvade. Remember, Yudhishthira asked me about the Dharmam. So it talks about Dhana Dharma Parvani. Bhishma Yudhishthira Samvade. The Samvadam. Again, Samvada means any discussion that talks about Bhagavan, takes you closer to Bhagavan, and the goodness in things. Okay, that is samvadam, not just a regular talk, not a charcha, not an argument, not a debate, not a exhibition of one's intelligence and smartness, none of those. Samvadam, inquiry about Bhagavan and discussing those. So Bhishma Yudhishthira Samvade, that Samvadam between Bhishma and Yudhishthira is Sri Vishnu Divya Sahasranama Stotram. The Vishnu Divya Divine Sahasranamam it is. The infinite namas of Vishnu, that with that name, that Stotram, Sampurnam. Thus it ends. Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Samasta Lokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samasta Lokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samasta Lokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om.